Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to use the portable metal forge. I've got a fan here that I've got set up. I've got a couple of 6-volt batteries. You can run the fan on 6 or 12 volts depending on how close you want to get it. I've preloaded it up with wood, and down inside of the chamber I threw in a couple, 2 or 3 handfuls of wood pellets just to help get a coal base started quicker. To speed up the process, I just took a propane torch and I'm getting the fire started. At this point I've connected the fan and just pointed it at the inlet to assist in getting the fire going till I can get the fire up to where it's hot and I've got a good coal base in there. At that point in time with the fan I can adjust the amount of blow off of the fan to get the fire and the coals hot enough to put metal in it for forging. At this point we've been running it for about 8 to 10 minutes just to get things fired up and running nice and hot. We've scooted the wood in the feed to make sure there's ample wood, and we backed the fan up a little bit just to adjust the speed or the amount of air that's blowing in there. You can rotate the fan to where it blows in an angle, or you can back the distance up depending upon whether or not you're using a 6 or 12 volt battery and how strong it is. And right now we're heating up a piece of rebar just to show the initial forging tests. Now that we've built our fire up for a bit and got things heated up, I placed a fire brick on the top to kind of regulate the amount of heat escape and how much heat is actually being held inside the forge. Scooted the fan closer so that we've got more air inlet. And as you can see, we're actually starting to get things up to temperature pretty good. You can make out the glow of the metal starts to show up pretty good. And at the point where it's glowing red like that, it's actually fairly easy to bend. You get it hotter if you want to actually hammer it out. Okay, so I've got the metal to where it's fairly hot, where I can actually start flattening it out. As you can see, the metal is hot enough to where it bends really easy. It's pliable. If you run it longer to where you go from a red to kind of a yellow glow, it's even easier to hammer it. Another way the forge can be used to speed up the heating times for your metal is to use just a common household or yard weed burner and turn the propane setting on fairly low. What this will do is take the place of the fan. It accelerates the heating of the wood that's inside the unit and heats up the chamber to even higher temperatures faster. So after only a couple of minutes using propane as an assist, I end up with much more pliable metal and much hotter metal faster. And you can see from the glow, I mean it's starting to cool down a little bit now, but when you see the white starting to form on the metal, you're actually reaching a temperature where it's much easier to work with and much more pliable. So 2 or 3 more minutes in the forge.
it's hot.